Welcome back, guys, to One Roll at a Time. I'm Juan,
I'm Marty.
aka Professor Marty. And I know what you're thinking. It looks a little weird today. What's going on? We got our first guest ever. So if we're a little nervous, it's okay. We're going to make it. Who do we have here today?
Hi, I'm Cynthia.
AKA Coach Cynthia.
AKA.
She's the kids' classes with us.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. And we're doing this so that, again, our goal is for kind of to keep building the community, keep building the Adayama family, the Orange Crush family, right? So we want to kind of just invite people to jump on the podcast. And we were hearing Cynthia's story and we're like, hey, it's a cool story. We got to share it. And we want like the women's program to grow also. So we want to make it part of like we always say, like demystify jiu-jitsu, but now we want to demystify women's jiu-jitsu. So Marty, what kind of questions do you have for Cynthia?
Got some good ones, Cynthia. I think if it's all right with you, we want to start first with what got you into jiu-jitsu. We were just talking about it earlier. Thought it was a great story.
My husband was looking for something to do with our 3 children at the time. We now have 4. We had 3 boys when we first joined a different gym, and he wanted them to learn self-defense. So we got them signed up for jiu-jitsu, and a few months later, he joined himself. He started liking it. I was heavily pregnant at the time that we joined. 4 months postpartum, I tried out a strength and conditioning class, and it just wasn't for me. I said I would give jiu-jitsu a try, and I got on the mats, and I really enjoyed it. I started 4 months postpartum. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I needed some way to work out and also get aggression out. It was actually really good for me. Something that I enjoyed doing, getting workout in, but at the same time not feeling like I was overexerting myself. I could go at my own pace, start at my own level, and another female jiu-jitsu coach at the gym offered to join with me so that I wouldn't feel so alone on the mat surrounded by men. And that was a great way to start for me.
So you had a female mentor that kind of helped you and like bring you into it. Were there a lot of other women on the mats at the time other than you two?
No, there were about 2 other women who were consistently going, but both were already blue belts at the time. They were great to partner with when they were there. If they weren't there, I leaned heavily on my husband.
Yeah.
I wouldn't partner with anybody else. I wouldn't roll with any other men. It was just something that was very uncomfortable for me to start.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that story that resonated with me a lot because there's one of our parents of one of our great students here who's always telling me that she wants to do it, but she wants to only roll with women because she doesn't want to put herself in like an awkward situation with her husband and rolling with guys and things like that. And I remember when she told me that for the first time, it hit me like really hard. I was like, man, I bet a lot of women end up going through that or have those thoughts. Like, this is something that I would want to do. I know Ellen goes through it. I see her nodding her head over there. That's why she only, comes to the, no? Oh.
No, she beats me up. Dude.
Oh,
she don't.
Okay. Yeah. Which is why you're coming to Maria's classes. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a big like obstacle, right? That like it's intimidating already, like jiu-jitsu, even for guys. But then if you're like, it's barriers that we don't talk about, right? And that's why we want to kind of talk about it because you grew through it. And then it's also okay I know some women who roll and they just roll only with women, and that's totally fine. And like, you could still develop yourself a lot. How long ago was it when you started?
3.5 years ago. I started in 2022 when my daughter was 4 months old. She was born in July of 2022, and I started late November, early December of that year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember what was, because you were like after Mike, like, do you remember what it was, the moment when you're like, I'm going to try? I know it was after like the strength and conditioning, but like what attracted you to jiu-jitsu? Or was it just you were trying to do anything?
The other female jiu-jitsu coach at the gym, her name was Nadine. Her name is Nadine.
Yeah.
We missed her. I sat down and talked with her, and I thought it was the funniest thing. She told me, I learned that I could choke a man out with my thighs, and I fell in love with jiu-jitsu. So like, I want to learn how to do that.
That's a great
Yeah.
story.
I was like, let me start with my husband first and then work from there. Yeah.
Can I pick your brain about the program there? So you said you started, it was her and it was two other women. What did you guys end up growing it to?
We three women showed up very consistently. There was another who joined later. She also consistently went, but she started going to morning classes. So it was pretty consistently as three women, and then we would get occasional female drop-ins.
Drop-ins, trying it, yeah, things
and
like that.
again, kind of that awkward phase. Then we just wouldn't see them anymore. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What to you, like, that's something that's obviously important to me, that we grow our female community here. And I think we're working in the right direction, but like, do you have ideas that you think would work, that would help us draw more in?
You could say it's okay.
I couldn't say honestly. I think the female students that we have now, if we just continue to show up to all classes, gi and no gi, please.
Yeah. Gi and no gi.
Yeah, just keep showing up.
You know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah, if we just keep showing up, just remember to be welcoming. Remember that it's scary stepping on the mats for the first time, and it's scary to be surrounded by all these men, and just be the welcoming person that you need. Be the person that you want to roll with.
So you're already familiar with kind of being in the role of like the senior female in the school and like helping women come in. That's great. That's a huge advantage for us. And Cynthia, I've told Mike this, but I just want you to know, like, we feel so lucky that you guys are here. I think I've told Mike that like 3 different times. And I wonder if I make him feel uncomfortable with the amount of times that I tell him that.
Like I said before, he's not great with communication, so it's nice to hear that.
That's hilarious. But like, we are trying. So we have some great women here: Christine, Karina, Jen. I think Kaylani is joining. We have Bayar and Banaz who come and train frequently, Alejandra and Clara. But you're right; they're like all over the map in terms of like the schedules and the days that they're able to show up. One thing that's on the horizon that I just want to remind everybody about is the Heather Morgan seminar on January 17th. She's going to be here. It's free to all our women teammates, so please show up and be a part of that seminar. And I know Heather is marketing it, so I hope that she's going to draw on more women to come to that as well. Don't think that it's only women. Guys, you'll get a lot from it. Make sure that you show up. She's high level. She was a IBJJF world champion at purple belt. I don't know much about her competition after that, but even at purple belt to win. And she's an Atos black belt under Andre Galbao. So her pedigree is definitely there. So there's a lot to gain from that. But I hope that that's something that will galvanize our female teammates and then also draw in a few more to the team and to the school.
I have a question. Thank you again for letting us pick your brain. This just happened. We're just like, hey, you want to hop on? So
I was just
thanks for being brave. She's great. How has jiu-jitsu helped you, like physically, like what you can do, and then also like in your day-to-day life, like as a wife and a mom, like do you feel anything has been contributing to those aspects of your life?
I mean, it definitely helped me get back in shape again. I started 4 months postpartum. I was never one to want to be at the gym and lift weights and do all of that. So being able to join a sport where you can learn at your own pace, learn basics, but still kind of advance technique at the same time and wrap it all up into one. It definitely helped me get back into shape when I was looking for just some way to get my body moving again after having my 4th baby and 4 months after that. So I would say coaching the kids class, helping coach the kids class. I already have 4 kids, so patience is one of my strongest virtues, I would say.
Easy.
So
Easy.
I
The easy
really
part.
enjoy it. I honestly love being around children. I definitely enjoy being around my own children. So being able to step on the mats and help coach the classes that they're in it's really nice for me. It doesn't take away from the time that I get to spend with them. And we all learn technique together. Uh, I learned watching Marty coach the kids classes.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
picking up
yeah.
those skills too,
Yeah.
and I know some other parents are too. So it's really nice to be able to learn the basics, but then still
Yeah.
apply it to my adult jujitsu, and it's it's a sport for everyone.
Hopefully you're not like me too, like, oh, I've been doing it wrong. And it's like I put my hand on the wrong place.
It's definitely a little more pressure when you now
Yeah,
that you
it's
have to instruct. It's like you have to make sure that you're teaching this
mhm.
right. So it's definitely something
Yeah.
that helps improve my jujitsu all around.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I like, but like that, like as a parent, like, you know, you can't always jump in and like play baseball or like push them at the
Right.
same level, you know? Like, how does that help? Like having something that you guys all bond together or can at least like, you know,
Mhm.
appreciate and understand each other's struggles.
Mhm.
Especially like I don't know if the kids compete yet or like just here competing in the
Yeah.
class.
They competed early on, when it was something
You
to
competed too.
just try out.
Hey, what? Yeah.
I
She's a champion. Yeah.
my
She
I
is.
wouldn't say champion. My very first competition did not. It wasn't a great experience.
Really?
Let's hear
Yeah,
about that instead.
You were on the podium though.
no, not my first competition.
Oh,
My
oh,
first
so you've
competition,
done a
I
few.
was
Okay,
not.
gotcha.
Well, yes, I was on the podium, but it was only two of us, so it
Ah,
doesn't count.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that experience wasn't great. Um, I was in an awkward weight class and got bumped up because there was nobody
Nobody
in
in
my
it.
weight class.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I ended up with
Amazing.
someone who just kind of I I stood at her shoulder.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and so that was a really
Nerve-wracking.
scary experience. Yeah,
Yeah.
not how I wanted to start. So it took me a really long time and a lot of um
That's amazing that you did though.
yeah.
I mean, that's amazing that you did. It's
I
so hard to compete.
and
And to go up.
that's what
Yeah.
I heard. I heard, oh, if that were me, I wouldn't have gone on the mat. I was like, was that even an option? Nobody told me I could just walk away. Yeah. So and I got, random parents from was that absolute? I'm like, no, it was not. That was my that was the 160 and up. And
Yeah.
I just got partnered with someone who was up and I was the 160. So
Yeah.
it's not always fair, but again, going into that and looking back, hindsight is always 2020. I definitely did not use all of the techniques that I knew and all of the techniques that my coach was yelling at me to do.
Yeah.
Shoot. And I literally said no. I gave him the thigh. I said no. He said, shoot, Cynthia, shoot. And I said no, because I was so scared of
Getting
putting myself in a
smashed.
vulnerable position.
Yeah.
And I didn't apply everything that I knew, but looking back, I think that if I would have had the courage to do what I knew I could do, I think it would have gone a lot. I'm not saying I would have won, but it would have been a lot different. And yeah, that was scary.
But it changed you? You learned from it?
Yeah. My second one was Jiu-Jitsu World Leagues.
Okay.
A much bigger
venue
competition,
Yeah.
level,
Love that
much
one.
bigger name,
Yeah.
a lot more organized than the first that I was with, so a lot more opportunity to compete.
What was the first one? Like a grappling
It
X?
was, I think it was grappling X,
Yeah.
actually, yeah. Grappling X.
That's why I don't like grappling X, because you have that weird stuff
I
happen.
didn't know.
Yeah.
I was just like, they were sign up. I think you're ready. And it was really scary. But Jiu-Jitsu World League's that was my second competition. That was my last competition last year. I was a white belt when I competed, and I definitely applied what I knew, and I got gold.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome, man. That's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew I saw a picture of you on the podium. Yeah. That's
what was
awesome.
the original question? I forgot.
No, it's okay.
As a mom, how's
and
it?
then the kids have they competed? How you guys bond?
Oh yeah, so I felt bad in the beginning looking at my children, telling them, compete, it's okay to be scared, it's okay, you just got to do it, but not actually doing it myself. I felt kind of hypocritical. So
lead from the front.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like, you know what, I can't push my kids to do something that I'm not willing to do myself. So I did it. I got smashed. I knew how they were feeling, being the smaller ones in their weight class. So I was like, all right, let's do this again. Let's train harder. Let's do better.
That's so cool.
So yeah, I think now I can speak to them more on a personal level. And it's like, hey, I know this technique is hard, but if you do it this way, tweak it this way, kind of make it so it works for you, it'll work for you.
Mm-hmm. How often do you RNC the kids at home?
At least twice a day, each one. So that's 8 total.
Yeah.
Women who saw this podcast and want to learn. RNC means rear naked choke. Yeah. So at least once or twice each kid per day?
Yeah. My 3-year-old especially. She's my only daughter and she gives me the most pushback.
Same question, but for your husband. He's like,
He
"Thank
scares
you."
me sometimes. Honestly,
Dang, okay. He knows how to defend it.
Yeah.
he does. And again, starting jujitsu, rolling with him, he used to take it easy on me, and then it just got to a point where it's like, okay, this is a chance to take out all the aggression that we have towards each other right
Yeah.
now. It's like if we leave it on the
Work it
mat
out.
and we
Yeah.
don't take it home,
Yes.
then we're good, So it got to the point where he was like,
He's-
he couldn't go so easy on me anymore, and he was just like, I was like going 100, and he's like going 75%, but still whooping me. So
Yeah.
it's
There
like
you go.
I almost had to stop rolling
Yeah.
with him just because it was like making me angry that I
Yeah.
couldn't beat him. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna start rolling with other people more to get
Yeah,
better so
yeah.
then I can beat him.
But I
So-
heard it's just because he's strong. It's not
Yeah,
technique in
no.
that. No, he's just strong.
I hate to say it, but he's just a natural athlete. He's
He's
just
so
good at
good.
everything,
Yes,
and
he
it
is.
frustrates
I'm
me
sorry.
so
I'll see you at
much.
5:30. I'm gonna get beat up on Tuesday morning after this airs.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he's a great guy. I had another question. When it got difficult, especially like because there's two of you, 2
Mhm.
women. So that you had some rough days, some
Yeah.
rough seasons. What kept you going? Like, why did you stick with it? And like, what would you tell yourself? Like, what's the self-talk like?
Good questions.
That is
Because I need to.
really
I want
tough
to. I need to.
question.
I want to quit a lot too. So I'm trying to get the tip.
And I don't want to pull the mom card all the time, but honestly, my kids, I would still. The gym that we went to, they had a 4:30 little kids class for 30 minutes, and then from 5 to 6, I had one kid in the mid kids class, and then from 6 to 7, they had a teens class, and for the adults, it was from 5 to 6:30. So it's like if I'm going to be there anyway, I don't want to waste my time and just sit there watching them learn something that I could be learning too. So I walked to the other side of the gym, got on the mats too. It's like if I'm going to be here, I'm going to make the most of my time. So.
Nice.
Yeah, and just keep showing up.
Yeah. Right. It's like you're already there.
Yeah.
I like that mindset.
Yeah.
It's like,
What was the schedule again?
They had a 4:30 to 5 o'clock little kids
Okay,
class.
so it's 30 minutes. Gotcha.
It was 4, 5, and 6-year-olds.
Got it.
When they let Mateo join, who was the youngest,
Yep.
because he was killing it all over there in the corner on
Yeah.
his own anyway, and she just said, "Let him on the mats. I think he'll do great," and he's done great. He kills it every class, honestly.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, they had a 30-minute little kids class, and then from 5 to 6, they had 7 to 11 years old.
Got it.
And then from 6 to 7, they had 12 and up.
Okay, and so it was 2 classes going on at the same time. The adults were on one side, and the teens.
There was a small group for the children, and the open mats in the back of the gym. It was more like warehouse size in the back of the gym. And it used to be from 5 to 6:30. Then it became 4:30 to 6 for the adults also.
so it was a nice thing because you could literally be like, you felt safe, like being like, hey, you stay here in the room with the kids, and then you can go and like adults are cool, and then the kids would walk over.
My mom and dad are going to be back here, so I'm going to walk back here, and it was all enclosed. Yeah. So
got it. Cool stuff. That is cool. That sounds great.
You need a bigger gym, Marty.
I know. I want to there's all these walls I want to knock down. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Dairy Queen has to stay. Yeah, they have to stay. Yeah, we got to go that way. Yep. Yeah. The nail salon people are really nice too.
Yeah.
But that's who I would. Yeah.
That's who you would take out.
Yeah. That's who would have to go, for sure. How would you describe your game, Cynthia? Like, what is your game?
I don't think I have a game. Honestly,
Oh, come on.
Again, I don't shoot. I will straight up look you in your face and say no because I've done that.
Yep.
I don't like feeling like I'm putting myself in a vulnerable position, and I feel like if I drop down to the ground and someone comes down on top of me, that makes me so vulnerable. So I'll stand as long as I can. If you take me down, I'll do my best to get into mount and move into side control because I think that my pressure is really good.
Okay, so top player.
Yeah.
Top player. Gotcha. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. Next time we roll.
Yeah. What else do you do?
Yeah. What are your best submissions? Yeah.
I have a question. So we've been able to roll. I got smashed, so thanks for going easy on me. What would be something that any tips or a message that you'd want to say to like when you do roll, like for guys who roll with girls, like what's a way that we could be either better partners or like make it a better environment for all of you guys? Because we do want more people, more
Mhm.
women, and it helps everyone
Mhm.
because the women are like some of the most technical rollers that I've seen. Like there's like the frames, the sweeps, it's
Almost
all
effortless.
beautiful. Yeah, it's because you don't rely on the strength. You have to get it right, and you have to do it hundreds of times. So like, how can we be better? See you later, Louis. Shout out, Louis.
I would say the few men that I felt comfortable rolling with at my old gym, they didn't just lay there. They used their technique. They did resist. They gained positions. They fought back. I think I appreciated that more than the people who would, oh, you're a girl, I gotta go easy on you. It's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm a woman, you can go hard.
Yeah.
So
That's good. That's good feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good feedback. Um, yeah, because I tell like it's it's kind of a difficult balancing act, especially because we're a new school and we have so many new guys. And what I typically try to tell the guys is it's not a fight that you should like the way you win in a role with a woman is by advancing your technique, not by winning the fight. Like look to use the stuff that you don't know how to do well, or you use your A game, but try not to do it where you're able to like slam them down on the mat and create the space that way. Like use your setups and be tricky and things like that. Um, but I've gotten that feedback a lot because there was a time when I would roll with women and I would just let them, let them work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
It's almost
yeah,
I have this argument with my husband most comfortably. Obviously, I don't ever argue back with someone on the mat.
Yeah.
They're resisting the rule, right? So
Yeah.
when I go home with my husband, and it's like, you gave me that. He goes, no, I didn't. It's like I could tell that you gave me that. I don't want to
Yeah.
just, you hand me your leg or you hand me your arm or you just sit there and because you know that I'm thinking. It's like keep moving. Let me move. Let me think about it. Let me process it at my own rate, and we'll go from there. And it's just something that I wish I could tell everybody that
yeah,
This is
like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. This is great
So,
feedback. This is great feedback.
let
Yeah.
us work, but don't hand us things. We
Yeah.
don't want that. We want to learn too. We want to advance at our own level. We want to advance at our own pace. We may not be as strong as you, but we learn just as well, if not better.
Yeah.
That's the real.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. That's what we needed. Yeah. We needed that said.
No,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's fine. That's what I'm asking because, like, I at least have like my wife who started rolling. Shout out, thanks. Took 5 years. She always says that, but like it's lessons that we can't learn unless someone opens up like you. So thank you because again, and for women who don't speak up, right? Like they're the ones who either like just sit out and then trickle away and be like, well, what am I doing this for? Because I'm not really practicing. No one's fighting me, or the opposite. Like everyone's just laying on top of me. So, thank you for sharing like that, so that we can be better.
Yeah. I can tell it's going to resonate because I'm looking at Ellen over in the corner and she's like listening to Cynthia and like nodding her. Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Thank you for wanting to be better.
Yeah. 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 One roll at a time. There you go. Nice entry there. That's good.
Do you have some? You want one more?
I guess the thing that I think is really important about this while we have you here, Cynthia, is like for the women who are thinking about trying it and are like on the fence, what's a quick blurb that you would throw at them to give them the confidence to give them a try?
Honestly, what's stopping you? Just try it. If you don't like it, don't come back.
Yeah.
But you might want to stay on the mats and learn how to choke people out. You might want to learn how to choke a man out with your thighs.
That might be the real right there. That's like they'll get too many hits.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and that's literally it, right? Like try it out. You don't like
It definitely builds confidence. It absolutely does. In a strange way, it's like I don't feel as vulnerable anymore. Again, having 4 kids, my husband isn't always around, and we do a lot of things with just my children. And I used to feel a lot more vulnerable than I do now. I'm not saying like, no, I could choke that guy out if he came up to me. It's
You
not
probably could,
about
though.
that. I probably could.
Yeah. You probably could though.
But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a self confidence that I'm building inside, versus I don't know how else to word it. But it's just
No.
it's
That's
building
great.
self confidence. I don't feel as vulnerable as I used to. Just try it.
Yeah.
You may love it.
That's
I
great.
do.
That's awesome. Thank you.
And then and just to kind of wrap it up, that even for like me, that's what I told my wife. Like, I'm like, I would always walk around like that scared. I didn't know how to fight either, you know, but I'm like, say a year from now is when I get attacked by someone. Like, I can either be scared for a whole year, you know, always live in fear, and I'll still get beat up, or train and feel better, walk around better, like not be scared. Even if I still get beat up, that whole year I wasn't walking around scared. And like you see it, like
Yeah.
you can tell someone who like, especially women who like train, and you see people transform. So yeah, that'd be a super cool thing for you guys to like just come in. And like I was saying, you can get beat up, get some Dairy Queen. You can win, you can like it and get some Dairy Queen. Thank you, Cynthia, for sharing your story. We appreciate you. Marty, what would be one thing you'd want to tell anyone who's on the fence too?
I think what just came to mind as I was listening to Cynthia talk is she doesn't feel as vulnerable, but I bet to like the world she doesn't look as vulnerable either walking around, right? Like there's a certain way you carry yourself, you know? And so if you're somebody who's looking for somebody that would be like an easy target to rob or something like that, you're probably looking around at the crowd and there's certain characteristics about people that tell you that that's a bad option. And I bet like if you're a Cynthia who's been training jiu-jitsu for 3 years, there's a guy that would look at her and probably say, no, there's something about her that I don't want to, you know, like that's not the one. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. She's standing a little taller. Yeah. Makes direct eye contact with people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Where, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I think jumps out at me about it is it's not just uh how you feel, but the way how you feel makes you look to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Cool.
yeah.
Well, Cynthia, we appreciate you. Thank you again, everyone who watches the podcast. Share it like that. Like if you're a girl who is already training and you want more people to train at your gym, send it to them, right? Or if your significant other or wife hasn't trained there and you want them to train, show them, look, there's cool women here who are rolling. So don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us, and you only get better one roll at a time, whether you're a guy or girl. So thank you so much. Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank
You're
you for
awesome.
having me.
Bye.
Awesome.
Dude, thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Thank you guys.
Dude, you're changing the world, dude.
One roll at a time.
Let's go.